Hello students, this is Kanupriya, PGG Geography, and this is my second video on 6th chapter, which is secondary activities. In my previous video, we have discussed what are secondary activities, what is manufacturing, what are the characteristics of modern large-scale manufacturing. Then we have discussed factors affecting the location of industries. Now let's discuss the rest of the topics of this chapter. Today's first topic is classification of manufacturing industries. First is industries based on the size. The amount of capital invested, that is money invested, number of workers employed, and volume of production determines the size of industry. Accordingly, industries may be classified into household or cottage industries, small-scale industries, and large-scale industries. These are the industries which have been classified on the basis of size. And size involves the amount of capital invested, number of workers employed, and volume of production. Capital invested means money that is invested, workers which are employed in the industries, and the mass production or less production, that is volume of production. These factors determines the size of any industry. So on the basis of the size, industries have been classified into household industries, small scale industries, and large scale industries. So let's discuss them one by one. First one is cottage or household industries. These industries are the smallest manufacturing unit. Out of all the three industries, cottage industries are the smallest manufacturing unit. In these industries, the artisans use local raw materials and simple tools to produce everyday goods in their homes with the help of their family members or part-time labor. That means in cottage industries, the people who are involved in those industries, they uses local raw material which are locally available, simple tools to produce goods, and where they produce in their home with the help of the family members and sometimes part-time labor. Finished products may be for consumption in the same household or for sale in local markets or for barter. The finished products that they produce is consumed in the same household, or sometimes it is sold in the local markets. These industries have low commercial significance, so requires less capital investment and transportation facilities. These industries are not meant for the profit, or it has low commercial value, so it involves less capital investment and transportation facilities. For example, fabrics, mats, containers, tools, shoes, furniture, pottery, moreover goldsmiths which make jewelry of gold, silver and bronze, etc. So these industries are the smallest industries in which people uses local raw material, and with simple tools they produce everyday goods in their homes with the help of their family members. These industries have low commercial significance, they are not meant for the profit, so it involves less capital investment and transportation facilities. So these industries are cottage or household industries. Second one is small scale manufacturing or small scale industries. This type of manufacturing uses local raw materials, simple power driven machines and semi-skilled labor. Small scale manufacturing units are bigger as compared to cottage or household industries. They uses local raw material, simple machines and semi-skilled labor. It produces employment and raises local purchasing power. Countries like India, China, Indonesia, Brazil, etc. have developed labor-intensive small-scale manufacturing in order to provide employment to their population. So these countries have large amount of small-scale manufacturing units in which they involve local people or semi-skilled labor for the production of finished products so that they can provide employment to their population. So these are small scale manufacturing units or small scale industries. Now comes large scale manufacturing. Large scale manufacturing involves a large market, various raw materials, enormous energy, specialized labor, advanced technology, large capital investment, and mass production of goods. This kind of manufacturing developed in the last 200 years in the northeastern USA, UK, and Europe, but now it has diffused to almost all over the world. So large scale manufacturing units are very large in terms of its size. It involves a large market, various types of raw materials, enormous power or energy, skilled labor, advanced technology, large capital investment, and large production of goods. So these are very big industries which produce the goods on a very large scale, right? On the basis of large scale manufacturing, the world's major industrial regions may be grouped under two broad types. First one is traditional large scale industrial regions, and second one is high technology large scale industrial regions. We'll discuss about it in the next topic. Next is industries based on inputs or raw materials. We all know there are a number of industries which uses different types of raw materials for the production of their goods. So on the basis of the raw materials, industries have been classified into 5 types. First one is agro-based industries. Second is mineral-based industries. Third one is chemical-based industries. Fourth is forest-based industries. And fifth one is animal-based industries. So this is the classification of industries on the basis of raw materials. So let's discuss them one by one. First one is agro-based industries. In agro-based industries, the raw material that is used is derived from agriculture. So it involves the processing of raw materials from the field and the farm into finished products for rural and urban markets. Major agro-processing industries are food processing, sugar, pickles, fruit juices, beverages, which includes coffee, tea, cocoa. Then we have spices, rubber, textiles, which include jute, silk, cotton, etc. So these raw materials are obtained from the agricultural fields and farms, and they have been transformed into finished products. So these industries uses agricultural raw material for the formation of finished product. So those industries are called as agro-based industries because they derive their raw materials from agriculture. Second one is mineral-based industries. Some industries uses ferrous metallic minerals which contain ferrous, that is iron, such as iron and steel industry, but some uses non-ferrous metallic minerals such as aluminium industry, copper and jewelry industries. Many industries use non-metallic minerals such as cement and pottery industries. This means mineral-based industries uses various types of minerals for the production of finished products. So these are agro-based industries and mineral-based industries. Third one is chemical-based industries. These industries use natural chemical minerals. For example, mineral oil, petroleum is used in petrochemical industries. Salt, sulfur, potash industries also use natural minerals. Moreover, synthetic fiber, plastic are other examples of chemical-based industries. Fourth one is forest-based industries. The forests provide many major and minor raw materials which are used for the production of finished products. Timber for furniture industry, wood, bamboo, grass for paper industry, lac for lac industry. These all raw materials come from the forest. So such industries are called as forest-based industries. So these are chemical-based industries and forest-based industries. Fifth one is animal-based industries. There are number of industries which uses raw materials derived from the animals. For example, leather for leather industry, wool for woolen textiles, and moreover, ivory is also obtained from elephants' tusks. So these industries are called as animal-based industries. So the topic that we have covered now is industries based on raw materials. Next one is industries based on output or product. On the basis of output or product, industries have been classified into two types. First one is basic industries and second one is consumer industries. Basic industries are those industries whose products are used to make some other goods by using them as raw materials in other industries. Second one is consumer industries. The consumer goods industries produce goods which are consumed by consumers directly. For examples, industries producing bread, biscuits, tea, soaps, etc. So these are the goods which are used by the consumers directly. So the industries which produces goods which are directly consumed by the consumers are called as consumer industries. Next one is industries based on ownership. On the basis of ownership, industries have been classified into three types. First one is public sector industries, second is private sector industries, and third one is joint sector industries. Now, what are public sector industries? These are those industries which are owned and managed by governments. In India, there were a number of public sector undertakings. Second one is private sector industries. Private sector industries are owned by individual investors. These are managed by private organizations. And third one is joint sector industries. These are managed by joint stock companies or sometimes the private and public sectors together establish and manage the industries. So on the basis of ownership, industries have been classified into public sector industries which are owned by government, private sector industries which are owned by private organizations, and joint sector industries which are owned by both private and public sectors. So this is the classification of industries on different bases. This is all for today. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you have understood all the topics that we have covered today. If you have any doubts, please come up with your doubts. Thank you so much.